Hey guys, what's up? Scotch Duck here once again. Right. Yesterday I uploaded my, year-end review of 2015 as well as a bunch of games, and I'm still playing with this fucking fringe. I should just get this cut. Let's just get this cut. It's all fun anyway, you know? It's like, I play with all of this and it's like, it's just getting thinner and thinner. You know, it's fucking embarrassing, right? But anyway, I was watching that video again, you know, just now there, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I'm going on and on about how games this year, that came out this year, didn't really do it for me, and that I just mainly focused on, like, older stuff that I was catching up on. And it kind of hit me, it's like, well, why don't I just do a top 10 of games that I played this year that are my favourites? And I'm like, yeah, sod it, let's do that. I mean, you'll get a lot, I'll be much more enthusiastic about this, because these were all games that I thoroughly enjoyed, you know? And yeah, I just want to talk about and gush about them for a wee bit. Now, of course, the challenge there is that trying to remember everything I did play in 2015, you know, that's like the hard way, because no doubt there's something I've missed out, but these were the ones that I sort of like was able to scrape together, and yeah, we're gonna go for this now. So, without further ado, let's go. Now, mega cheating here actually, because I didn't technically I played this in 2014, but I was playing it moving into 2015, and the release dates for this are kind of weird because it was like in some parts of Europe it came out on like December 28th or whatever, and then like in other parts of Europe it came out January 2nd and stuff. So it's either way, I got it from a shop that like just sells games earlier anyway because they don't give a fuck, and so it was weird to pinpoint a date for this, but whatever. I wanted to talk about it in my last video, now it's my video, I'm talking about it here. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. This game was very special to me, you know, like this was a game that just had me grinning hours after I finished playing it, you know, it's just like, it's fucking adorable, right? And the gameplay is so, like, I guess, I love like a little unique sort of puzzle game like this, you know? Where you're using the environment as opposed to just, I don't know, matching tiles or whatever, you know? It's like, you gotta really, like, examine what's around you and, like, use that to your advantage and try and get through level that. It's beautifully put together. I adore this one. Ever so much, you know? It's, wonderful, wonderful game. More so than Super Mario 3D World, you know? Like, that's how special it was to me. So, yeah. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, without a doubt. And again, these are in no particular order, incidentally. I'm just going to be chucking them up here and throwing them up. Now, I played a fair bit of Game Boy Advance games this year, most of which were on, like, the Wii U Virtual Console, you know? Because the Game Boy Advance, it's not been a console that I've, like, been privy to over the years, you know, like, but it has, like, a lot of, like, really good games on it that I'm very keen to try out eventually. And one of the ones I tried out was this right here. Advance Wars. Now, I know that this is a big long-running series, and, you know, I think they're on their 4th one at the moment, and this is the first one. It was my first time playing it. I went into it only knowing that, okay, this is by the guys that did Fire Emblem, so I should probably get a kick out of it. And I was quite surprised to find out that this is not an RPG in the slightest. This is purely a strategy game, you know, where you, have different like units in your army and you use them to your advantage. You know, it's almost like playing chess, you know, and I loved it, you know, I got into it quite a bit. You know, I actually tweeted just last night, for those of you that saw it, that this game didn't have that big an impact on me, but I was tweeting a few songs and saying, oh, but this is amazing. And I'm just looking back, like, did I really say that? Because, yeah, I guess, like, what I meant was I'm not keen to, like, go on to the second one just yet, right? But as it stands, this alone, this was like a really good experience in 2015 for me. Yeah, I don't know what the future holds for this franchise. I know there's a big fan base out there who really wants one for the 3DS. Here's hoping, but as it stands, Advance Wars, and that was pretty damn good. Now, this one also has like a bit of a story behind it right here. I know that a few of these games, I should say, I probably did like proper reviews on, so I'm probably like repeating myself and all that. I apologise for that. But next I got Persona 4 Golden for the Vita. I've told this story before. I first played like Persona 4. Oof, fuck, it must have been like a few years ago on the PS2 and I put like 60 hours into it. I got up to a boss, I couldn't beat the boss, I just lost my patience and stopped playing the game. And it was always a big regret of mine not to like get past that. Because Persona 4 is hailed as one of the best JRPGs of all time, and I've not played it, and it was like annoying. So I eventually got this, and even when I bought this, it took me ages to get round to playing it. And eventually I did. I actually bought, I'm looking at it right now, I've only ever used it to play this game. I got a PlayStation Vita TV, and yeah, I've never used it since. It was just to play Persona, but yeah, it was really fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. I think like a sort of mental block I have with the Persona games is that, you know, pretty much everybody I know and talk to loves it a lot more than I do. So I don't know, maybe that's the inner hipster taking over, but either way, it was one of the best things I played this year, you know, I can't deny that. And very much looking forward to Persona 5, whenever the fuck we get that. Uh-oh. Who knows, who knows. Okay, next we have another Game Boy Advance game. Paper Mario. Fuck's sake, Donald. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Now, these Mario and Luigi games, I've played Dream Team on the 3DS, and this is the only other one I played. You know, I was very keen to give it a go because I really liked Dream Team on the 3DS. And I really like Paper Mario, at least the first 3 Paper Marios, you know? And yeah, it's like, it's got all those like sort of key aspects that you see in Paper Mario, and of course Mario RPG for the SNES, which is alright, you know. It gets a bit overpraised, I think, but whatever. Yeah, it's like, it comes out to be a really humorous and fun adventure, you know. And it's funny, right? This is gonna sound so sappy, right? But there's like moments in this game and in Mario and Luigi Dream Team, right? There's usually a moment where Mario and Luigi get separated for a wee bit, and then they like reunite, and when they do, they sort of hug it out, and I'm just like, oh, brotherly love, and I don't know, that's so lame, I know, but it gets me every time, you know, like when Mario and Luigi, it's not like a constant rivalry of Luigi being like the shitey feared one and Mario being the hero. It's like they're brothers, you know, it's like, it's a nice feeling. So yeah, that's obviously not the only thing I liked. Everything was really good. And yeah, I really want to try and get through Partners in Time, which I hear wasn't that good, but I will give it a go. Bowser's Inside Story, and of course Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. I'm actually probably going to buy that at some point this week because I'm really tempted to give it a go. But yeah, as it stands, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, brilliant game. Okay, now one thing I also did this year was I think it was in like October or something. I binged on like old school Sega for some reason. You know, like Mega Drive, Master System. I was just playing it constantly, you know. And one way I was playing it was that I binged also on the 3D Sega Classics that you can get on the 3DS. And I actually played a few games that I've never played before, you know, or I've never played properly, and it might come as a shock to you guys, but like Afterburner, you know, I never played that before. I didn't like Afterburner that much, admittingly, and Space Harrier. I've got some experience with Space Harrier because of a Shenmue Arcade, you know, but I played that for a bit. It was good. And but one game that I just played, I'm like, oh shit, this is actually very special. Was Outrun. You know, I never played this. You know, I know the music, I know the concept, I know it was one of Yu Suzuki's most successful arcade titles, just never sat down to play it, and I played it so much on the 3DS, you know, it was just addicting. It held up so well. I heard some like music tracks that were just like so good that I've never heard before. This is the Master System version, I think it has like a version on the Mega Drive as well and all that. But the 3DS version was wonderful, you know, it was such a good port, and yeah, it really like, I was glad that I had acquired a sort of appreciation for that era of Sega's history, where I wasn't really that familiar with it in the past, you know, it was, not to mention Yu Suzuki's, one of his great, most revered titles, you know, so yeah, very glad to have played that in 2015, you know. Right, we're at the top 5, well, I say top 5, they're in no particular order, but I sort of tried to put them in an order, but next up, actually, these two could probably go back to back, actually, because I sort of like compare these two franchises a lot. First one we got here is Atelier Aisha for the PS3. I love the Atelier games. They are so good, but I kind of need to like pace myself. You know, I need to like wait like a year and a half before I fancy playing another one. So right there on the shelf, I've got like Atelier Escha and Loge and Atelier Chalet. Not even opened yet, not played them yet. And this was like the last one I played near the beginning of this year. So I'm probably ready to start another Atelier game. But what can I say? They're just so fucking addicting. You know, it's like sort of slice of life gameplay, but with an RPG battle system thrown in there. Could play this game for hours and hours, and it's like it's really fucking good. I highly recommend. If you've never played these before, give them a try, and you can pretty much go into any one of them. You know, you don't need to play them all in order. In fact, this was the best one I played so far. Atelier Verona was a bit iffy. You know, they released a remake of that one, which I also have, but I've not played that yet either. Atelier Tottori improved a lot of shit, was a lot better. Atelier Maruru was kind of the same thing. But then they came out with this one that added a few new things that I think makes it the best one. So, yeah. Atelier Aisha. And speaking of slice of life games, the other one that I played this year was this right here. The original Harvest Moon from the SNES. Now, I actually did play this a good while ago, but I didn't get very far in it. To me, you beat a Harvest Moon game by getting married. You know, that's like what it means to me, right? And it was actually after I beat Story of Seasons this year. I sort of thought to myself, you know what? I still want to play some Harvest Moon, so I decided to go back to this one and do like a whole lot more progress than I did previously. My goals were to get married and to have at least one kid, you know. Once I'd done that, I immediately stopped playing, you know, so I definitely wasn't playing it the way it was meant to be played, you know, but it's such a nice little game, you know, like I love going up to the forests and collecting like random berries and mushrooms and all that, and like that cliff that you can get up to, you know, it's like you won't know what I'm talking about unless you've played it, but there's this cliff you can get to and it hardly has a purpose, but when you're up there and you see the sky and the sky changes depending on the time of day, it's such a magical sight. The town is so small and cute, you know, and like the animals are... It's a wonderful series, Harvest Moon. I like it a lot. Fuck that new one coming out for mobile. Fuck you, Natsume. So, yeah. Harvest Moon, brilliant. And next we have one other thing that I sort of aimed to do this year was expand my Mega CD collection, Sega CD, in other parts of the world. And there was one game that was always popping up, but was mighty expensive, and I kind of got like lured into a bidding war on eBay, spending way more money than I had wanted to for it. But thankfully, the game itself turned out to be absolutely amazing. Snatcher for the Mega CD. I want to go into a big rant about Konami here, but there's nothing left to say, honestly. We'll probably never see a HD re-release of this game now. Like, now that Hideo Kojima is with Sony, it makes me wonder, does he have rights to some of his IPs? You know, definitely not Metal Gear. You know, Konami's keeping that under a lock and key, like, but maybe they just were like, go ahead, take Snatcher, we don't give a fuck. Highly doubtful, but if he does, you can bet your arse they'll be releasing this in HD, you know, because it's such an awesome little visual novel, like Blade Runner, fucking point-and-click-esque game. It's really, really good. I highly recommend you guys get a Mega Drive emulator, you know, Fusion I think it's called. Yes, I'm directly endorsing emulation because fuck Konami. You know, get the ROM for this and just play it. It is really fucking good. You should definitely try it out. Snatcher. Brilliant, brilliant game. Right, last two here, and this is going to be the mega predictable bit. I'm so sorry. Dragon Quest VIII. I like Dragon Quest a lot. I talked about it a lot this year. And number one, this was the best game I played this year. Mother 3, I really like Mother a lot. I've went on about both these franchises so much, and they were pretty much the highlight of this year for me, without a doubt, because I love RPGs, you know, and these were really good ones, and I played all the other Mother games this year, and I played a few more Dragon Quest games this year, but these were the best ones, you know, these were the best ones. Well, I think I like Mother 2 or Earthbound a bit more, but I played that years ago, you know, even though I played through it. I think I played through Earthbound twice this year, actually. Yeah, I did. I played through it twice, yeah, that's my favourite, but this was what I played in 2015, and it's just as good, quite frankly, so, yeah. I'll not dwell on that too much. But yeah, those were 10 of the best games I actually played this year. Hopefully that was a bit more entertaining than, like, just getting, like, Witcher 3, MGS5, and just all these, like, games that are apparently massive this year, so I hope you enjoyed that. So, yeah. See you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.